I can't wait for you to meet our first mom. She raised not one, but two child stars behind the scenes while we watched them grow up on TV. Barbara Cameron is the mother of four, including son Kirk and daughter Candace. Barbara found her life's purpose after surviving a full house of growing pains.
Smell the flower.
Barbara Cameron takes the time now to smell the roses with her daughter Melissa and one of her 13 grandchildren.
Do you remember when you gave me this rose bush?
I think like 15 years ago.
After years of managing a family with two child stars in the house.
There's TV stars right there, Kirk and Candace.
Kirk, her oldest, played Mike Seaver for 7 seasons on Growing Pains, and her youngest, Candace, grew up in front of our eyes as DJ Tanner on Full House. Did you know what you were getting into when you had your two children become TV stars?
Not really. It was exciting, it was fun.
I made sure that they weren't taken advantage of and that they didn't get pampered too much. Just wanted to keep them down to earth and being normal kids as possible.
What was life like for your other two children, having two TV stars in the house?
It was family. If Kirk and Candace would travel someplace, I would turn in the first class tickets and get tickets for all of us to go. I think that's what we tried to do as a family, was to just share in all of it.
However, behind the scenes, there was something that Barbara could not share with her family.
During those years of growing pains, I actually started falling for somebody on the set. And he made me feel special. He made me feel like I was worth something. And I ended up leaving my husband and my children because I felt that God brought this man to me.
You left your husband and your children.
But see, I didn't think that I was really leaving them. I didn't actually go out and have a physical affair.
In her book, A Full House of Growing Pains, Barbara talks frankly about her personal struggle and how it impacted her family. What was your children's reaction to what you wrote in your book?
I think what really moved Candace the most, as a mom herself, she can relate a little bit more to my struggles and what some of the things that I went through. It was a difficult time, and then somebody invited my children and my husband to church for the first time.
After a 6-month separation, Barbara and her husband Robert reunited. And through church, a ministry evolved for Barbara and her kids.
Through our church, I came to learn about an organization called Children's Hunger Fund.
And through Children's Hunger Fund, Barbara went to Uganda to help feed the children.
Here's my first album of pictures that I took when I went to Africa.
And they are dying of starvation, and starvation isn't a disease. All they need is food, and we can do that.
They have nothing. That was a picture of myself just filling buckets. And then your heart just thinks about what you can do, you know, to help.
Barbara now has a full heart for her family in Africa and a full house of grandchildren who love her cookies. And you don't give the recipe out.
I don't give the recipe out. These were cookies that I used to make when the kids would work.
Candace has 3 children and is currently starring on ABC Family's Make It or Break It. She looks very much like you.
That's what they say.
Kirk, who 19 years ago married his growing pain sweetheart, Chelsea, has 6 children and a TV and radio show called The Way of the Master.
It's actually training Christians to learn how to share their faith.
More? More, please. When I look back at what my dreams were, what my desires were for my family, wanted them to be happy, and I sit here today and see how God gave them a platform. And I'm so proud of them because they are using that platform to glorify and honor Him today.
How do they feel about you?
I think they're very proud of me.
I think my mom's the greatest mom.
You can find out more about Barbara Cameron, her book, and her important missionary work in Africa on our website at momsonthemove.com.